In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Allah Almighty in Holy Quran says, this holy verse means, we have taken the previous generations and we assign your generation instead of them. In the same houses, the same places, the same stores, the same factories. So we observe what you will do. Everything in this world is like a test. If someone uses the God-given blessing in a proper way, then it would be real blessing, and it would be beneficial for this world and hereafter. But if he uses it in an appropriate way, and he uses it in a bad way, this blessing, instead of being useful for him, the society and the other generations will turn to a torment, both in this world and hereafter, both for him and the other who are related to him, and also for the other generations. It is true both for the God-given blessings in our body and the blessings we gain later, like science, management, like property, and the things like that. If we use them well, they will be blessings for us. But if we use them in a bad way, they will be torment. In the interpretation books, like Quran interpretation, books about the Holy Hadith and historical books, there are many examples about the both sides. Some use them well, and it helped them and the others in their time or those in the future. And some use them in a bad way, and it turned to be a bad thing for them. One of the examples which is stated in the interpretation of Quran, in the books about the Holy Hadith and the historical books, is the story of Salaba. Salaba ibn Hatib, the son of Hatib. He was one of the companions of Prophet. Actually, he was one of the hypocrites among Prophet's companions. He was among those who pretended to be a Muslim. He used to pray behind Prophet Muhammad days and nights. He also used to attend Prophet's speech. He was not a rich man. Once, he told Prophet, "Oh Prophet, pray God to give me wealth." And Prophet told him, "Don't you want to follow me? If I ask God, He surely give me the mountains of gold and silver. But I never asked such a thing. Try to be like me." The man left, and after a while, he again came and visited Prophet. And he again asked, "Oh Prophet, pray God to give me wealth." As it is stated in some traditions, for the second time, Prophet did not pray for him. But the man came for the third time, and he insisted Prophet to pray for him. And this time, Prophet prayed for him. Everything in this world is like a test. Even the wealth and Prophet's praying. He prayed for some people, and they turned to be Abu Zar, Salman, Ammar. Prophet prayed for this man, and he said, "Oh God, give Salaba much wealth." It has been stated that Salaba started making business by selling and buying sheep, and he made huge profits so that his house did not have any room for keeping the sheep. So he made a place in a desert near Medina. He again sold and bought sheep. And again he bought so many sheep in a way that he did not have any place to keep them, so he had to travel further. He used to visit Prophet every day. He used to attend all daily praying. But since he became busy, he could not attend them all. He attended once in a week, and after a while he could not attend at all, for he was really busy with business. He gained much wealth, and he did not visit Prophet anymore. Then Allah revealed the verse of zakat, and Prophet sent some men to rich people to read the verse of zakat for them and ask them to give their zakat. Some gave their zakat, and one of those who did not give his zakat was the very same Salabah. He was the one who used to insist Prophet to pray for him for wealth, and Prophet used to reject him. He was the one who once told Prophet, if God gives me wealth, I would give away anything he asks. But when Prophet's companions asked Salabah to give his zakat because God had ordered, he said, what is zakat? Are we infidels? It's like jizya, which is taken from infidels. And he did not give his zakat. Then the companions returned to Prophet, peace be upon him, and told him what Salabah did. Prophet said, shame on Salabah. He repeated this statement. It means that his wealth was not a blessing by which he could save himself. Instead, it turned to be a torment, and it was harmful for him. This story is true for all the blessings. For example, what we have now, electricity, this great blessing which is being used in different ways, if we don't control it, it would make damages. It would kill people. Blessings should be taken care of. We should care about our blessings. We should understand our blessings. Otherwise, these blessings will turn to torments. The very same gas which is being used all around the world, how many people did the gas kill? How much prosperity was on fire because of this gas? It burned people, houses. It suffocated people. Because when we do not use the blessings in a proper way, and when we misuse them, they will turn to torments. It is true about everything. When God said, we have taken the previous generations and we assign your generation instead of them, so He would observe what we will do. Some had money and used it for good, like making schools, mosques, buildings for orphans, a building for teaching moralities and the righteous beliefs, and some did the opposite. We all have blessings in different kinds of forms, and we should tell ourselves if we do not use them for good, they will turn to be torments for us. The one who is married, either the man or the woman, the one who has kids, the one who has another type of blessings, how he would use these blessings. This is really important. We should know that whatever God gives us is a blessing. Like the one who was single and now is married. And if we do not use this blessing for good, it would turn to a torment, both for this world and hereafter. Many people, due to marriage, went to heaven, and many others, again, due to marriage, went to hell. Many people, due to money, went to heaven, and many people, due to the very same money, went to hell. Many people, due to having children, went to heaven, for they taught them well, for they were patient. And some others, on the other hand, went astray due to their children. Generally speaking, this very holy verse of Quran emphasizes this issue, and there are some other verses. There is a holy verse of Quran which says, you who are here on behalf of the previous generations, we want to know what you're going to do with these blessings. The blessings which were used by the previous generations, we have to pay attention to this point, that what we have from blessings are blessings if we use them for good. Otherwise, they will turn to be torments. Allah Almighty said, we have given these blessings to see what they will do. I hope with the blessing of Allah Almighty and Ahlul Bayt, and I hope with our care, we use these blessings, which are nothing but tests for good, for our world and the hereafter. May God bless Muhammad and his household.
وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين.